on Twitter. In 24 hours from now, I will pick one person and give you $25 via PayPal.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Follow me on Twitter. If not, hang tight. We'll be doing another giveaway in about a week from now.
Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Somebody stop me. Somebody stop me. Stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Please, somebody stop me. Stop me, stop me. Oh, somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Stop me. Stop me. Stop me. And Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me.
Something to keep their eye on. The running game for both teams because
Stop me, stop me, oh somebody stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, then please stop me. Roll on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, victory. Zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, victory. Ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a paraclete. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone.
Alright. We're gonna leave that. Alright. Boom. Random team that. Random team that.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm on the it's dark. Leave me where I'm at, I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdog, swabs. It was ready to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. It's the glamour life is still not a play. It's nice, I'm born again like I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. So with that, let's get you out to Southern California. And standing by at Stub.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown LA. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Desmond King on the return.
Hey.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Games.
You guys like the video so much, and David's still paying for the meals. So thank you.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
So,
Credited
whatever
with a 1-yard
we
gain
have,
there to make it second and
either
9.
we have a run or a straight,
With that, let's check out how the
like
Chargers
that.
line up on offense.
Whatever pops up
I've
first,
enjoyed
I have to go
watching
with.
Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player, because it started
Come on,
for me in
Rivers.
college. Every year he was
Yeah,
in
my
school,
baseball number.
he would
Don't
add
let me
something
down.
extra to his game. First year, he knew how to run. He wanted to add pass
Don't let me
receiving
down.
to his game. The next year, he wanted to add pass protection to his game. Did all of that. That turned him into a first-rounder, and now a front-line NFL back.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll
Why
wind
did I
up
do that?
incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys are going to take over.
I think we're
34-yard line. From the 34
At the 34-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah.
Like 5 of these packages already in here, but you know that only covers the top part. So what about the media?
Exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh my
The
God,
Los
why
Angeles
do I
Chargers,
keep on
you
doing
think
that, bro?
Week 15, Charles, that win over
I had to run
Kansas
it.
City. Look, they're not sneaking
When I-
up
when
on
I
anybody anymore.
messed up, I had
This
to
is
run
a
it.
team that can make a run in the postseason.
Not only can they make a run at the postseason, their head coach,
And no
Don't matter.
Get away. Rivers is dropped. Allen Bailey.
Why do I keep on
There to bring
doing
him
that?
down for a loss of 7.
Oh
I know
my
there'll be a little bit of
God.
criticism there because they went right
Now I
back
have
to
to
the
go
air,
for
huge
it.
pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep
God.
that momentum going. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Thank you. So, Square, please catch this. Please catch this.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Out to his left.
Please
Now
catch
he's
it.
gonna
Please
let
catch it.
go
Please
deep
catch it.
left side.
Oh
And
my
almost
God.
picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Freaking
Well, nearly
Nelson, I
another
hate you.
interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Alright, you are from. It's only gonna be offensive.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, for the Kansas City Chiefs, as their offense takes the field again, the road to a first-round bye in the #1 overall seed, that hit a big speed bump Week 15 with that 1-point loss to the Chargers, CD.
Yeah, it certainly did. It said the playoff picture on its ear, didn't it? I
Oh
when
my
you think about
God.
it now, we kind of had Kansas City locked in as the #1 seed, but we'll have to see how it all plays. But here's the bottom line, though. It doesn't matter to me where Kansas City plays, whether at Arrowhead or they go on the road. That offense, it can travel with Patrick Mahomes at the controls.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt.
Dang!
Not to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
God.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh my, let's go.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a
Let's go,
Kansas
boy.
City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 81 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with
Wah, wah, wah.
what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to
La, la,
for
la.
the rest of the receivers on the team.
La,
This
la,
is taken just shy
la.
of the 10 here.
La, la, la. La, la.
Yo!
Turn here, he'll be stopped just shy of the
You wanna play, Watch Dogs 2?
24-yard line.
No, I don't have it downloaded.
Why don't you go to
Chargers
download it?
offense now, they
Because.
get set to head back on the field.
what?
And the results for them have not been strong
Because
to this
I already
point.
played
2
the whole
drives have
story.
ended
There's
in a
really no point in
turnover and
playing
then
it.
a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say you've shown improvement? Because you had two drives.
I can't go back
Do
into
the
the
challenges. Do the challenges. Get everything in the game. Like,
already do have everything in the
Reaching
game.
out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be.
you don't
I was
have
actually
everything in the game.
I'm dead serious. I do have everything in the game. I have every single card in the
You
game.
have the DLCs?
Yes.
Because what they're hoping,
No.
those big defensive
Yes, I do.
linemen
I'm
Name
dead
one of
serious.
them. Name one of them. Name one of them.
I don't know because I've been playing. I haven't been playing a lot.
And that's caught inside the
My nigga,
45.
I haven't played this game in about a whole year
Same.
before, and I know one of the DLCs, bro.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Why don't you just download it right now?
Tastes blazing speed on that.
Because it's gonna take too long. And I have to go to sleep in about like an hour.
Okay, so then just download it right now. Like,
I don't have enough space.
So
That's
then
the freaking thing.
so then tomorrow we can play, and then we can drop off some tryhards.
But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Exactly.
I already completed my goal. I already completed my goal.
Sturgis for the...
Bro, I'm not playing Watch Dogs 2 ever again, bro.
Charge my phone with the USB, you know, the Thunderbolt lightning cord, but that wouldn't be fun, right, Jacob? Right. I have this gadget that I found online. It apparently can charge your phone using
Extra point. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Obviously, the Kansas City backfield, very unsettled, but they might have something in Damian Williams.
I think that they do, and I thought he was a quality back when he was in Miami, and in this last game, 123 yards from scrimmage, 2 touchdowns in the loss to the Chargers in Week 15. But he definitely showed something in that game that keep...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly.
Bro,
And you know how many times
that's
we've
it.
talked to
That's
coaches
it in the corner.
and we've had quoted back
I gotta
to us,
adjust
well, you know
off.
something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just...
Bro, this is actually bigger than my room at the new Alvo house. Bro, guys, if you haven't seen my room at the
Backyard.
I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 1 quarter in the books. 14-7 is the score. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
bro.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green
My
light
God!
means go. Red light means
Why
stop.
is this dude
Looks like he had green on that play.
Meanwhile, they
This
take a shot to
dude.
start the drive, but this is going to
I
wind
ain't
up
running it.
incomplete.
I have
And
to
that's what
though.
he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have
Bro,
to think
this
on
dude has
early
to go,
downs
like,
that first
far.
down there. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I can't help it.
All
Every
right,
time
circle.
I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you.
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. Tyrell Williams, 85 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after now from Sturgis.
Put too much force on it, that's why. Unless we do it to another one. No, we're not gonna break 2.
Sturgis adds the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd
Yes,
down.
because of my teammate.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm going number 17 again.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They'll roll him out right. And off his back foot, he'll heave.
Let's go, boy.
Caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, 54 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He spins free. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Rivers buying time to his left. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 48 yards.
Sorry guys, I'm literally just gonna run it. I'm just gonna run it. I accidentally did that, so yeah, I'm gonna run it. Because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Running it. Pretty good arm too. Running it. Running it. Running it. Running it. Running it. Oh!
Phillip Rivers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. If you guys want to see us do more DIYs or try weird gadgets, comment down below.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here. And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you? I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye. That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting. Oh, the defender likes it.
21-21.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea. By land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game. Where'd you pull that one from? And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class. And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast. You know, I just grab a nugget when I can. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
We got 2 of the ice picks right here. Here's yours. Rock, paper, scissors. Who goes first? Rock, paper, scissors. You go first. Whoa. Oh, skip your turn. Skip my turn. Back to you. Go. White ice. So she has to use the ice pick to knock a white one down. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Good job. My turn. Hopefully I get a random one. We always want the random. Yeah, white ice.
White.
Okay, let me see here. I'm gonna be risky. Go right here. Woohoo! That was easy. Random. So you can pick whichever one you want. Where are you going? Oh, over there? Here, mod.
Is he shifting already?
Oh! You lost!
Come on.
Oh my god, you just dropped 2. Random.
Random.
I'll go right beside you.
Ooh.
That was easy. What'd you get? No?
Nothing.
Oh, jeez. Random. Yeah. Easy. Take it.
Oh.
What is that? Again? Stop.
I don't need to go.
Oh, what is that? That's blue. We need to, like, distribute the weight here. I'm gonna go over here. Woohoo! If you get the orange one again, I'm gonna be... Whoa. No! What the hell? She got it again! Shit! White ice. Okay, here. No, I can't go there. Right here. Yes! Good job, Mr. Penguin. Don't fall yet. What the hell are you doing? No! What is this? Oh! What did I just knock over?
And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the 2 of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
You don't need this one. I knew it.
Sturgis for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now the spin. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice. Here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Rivers now to throw on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers on second and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
Yeah, 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
12 yards is the pickup there, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game. Almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he spins past him and into space. And now running right through it. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First down, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Mahomes now to throw.
Why do that, bro?
Hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally.
That's rolling right down the middle. Guaranteed.
That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here now, a look at Melvin Gordon. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. D. Ford coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity. To change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Butker on for the PAT. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. To return it now, here's King. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's all you gotta do. I almost got literally like tackled there. I was like, oh crap. And I see someone shout. I was like, oh, bro, that's the cops. I better run. I'm gonna kill myself with this gun.
Point after now from Sturgis.
This game is over.
Bro, what is going on?
Give it to you.
There's water. There's water. This is a failing test.
Sturgis for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
We're all the way around. Shit, ready? Bro, it's gonna drop every second. I'm not even putting the camera here. Okay, this one's
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages toward.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turn.
This time around.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no
And
way.
if it does, either we're really good at the game or this game is dookie.
Okay, shake my hand right now. If we get all the marbles on this one, we're making out.
I mean, oh my god. I'm gonna be so good with chopsticks by then.
Yeah. What are you saying?